Battlestar Galactica is primarily remembered for its dreary remake, which left out every element that has made the original a timeless classic. The original 1978 series is often regarded as inferior or campy. There's a lot more to Battlestar Galactica than meets the eye. Let's go back to the fabulous 1970s and take a deep dive into the genesis, world building, and unique mythology of the original Battlestar Galactica.
Initiate sequence. Retrotron Entertainment presents
That 70s Nerd. I explore the hidden depths of 1970s pop culture, from movies and television to books, comics, and magazines, music, toys, and technology. Discover forgotten classics and hidden gems you will not find anywhere else with That 70s Nerd. Battlestar Galactica emerged from the visionary mind of Glenn A. Larson, a seasoned television producer and writer. Larson's fascination with ancient mythologies, religious allegories, and historical events heavily influenced his epic space opera. Battlestar Galactica started as a pitch in 1969. Glenn Larson spent the better part of a decade getting it produced. Through its exploration of cosmic conflict, mythical illusions, and memorable characters, the series carved out a significant place in the annals of science fiction television. Due to the depth and breadth of the original series, I can only touch upon a few major themes. In the future, I will revisit each of these points in more detail. At the heart of the series lies a conflict between the 12 colonies of humanity and the robotic Cylons. The colonies, reminiscent of the 12 tribes of Israel, were established as a result of humanity's exodus from Kobol, a distant planet akin to a paradise. The theme of Exodus is deeply rooted in religious narratives, drawing parallels with the biblical story of Moses leading the Israelites out of Egypt. The Cylons, initially created by reptilian aliens, also called Cylons, as a slave caste, rebelled against their creators. This echoes the story of the Titans. In Greek mythology, a Titan refers to any of the children of Uranus and Gaia, heaven and earth, and their descendants. According to Hesiod's Theogony, at the instigation of Gaia, the Titans rebelled against their father, who had shut them up in the underworld of Tartarus. Under the leadership of Cronus, just as the Cylons have their imperious leader, the Titans deposed Uranus and set up Cronus as their ruler, just as the robotic Cylons established their own empire under the imperious leader. The series introduces archetypal characters whose journeys mirror classic mythological themes. Commander Adama, embodying the wise mentor archetype, such as Nestor. Biblical prophets, and Merlin, guides the remnants of humanity aboard the Battlestar Galactica in search of the legendary 13th colony on Earth. Apollo and Starbuck represent the hero archetype. They undergo trials, face personal demons, and engage in epic battles against the Cylons. Baltar, a human traitor manipulated by the Cylons, reflects the figure of Judas Iscariot from the New Testament, betraying his own people for personal gain, as well as the historical figure of Benedict Arnold. Benedict Arnold was an American general during the Revolutionary War, who infamously betrayed the American cause by conspiring with the British. Born in 1741, Arnold was a successful military leader with a reputation for bravery and skill. However, he grew disillusioned with the American cause due to political and personal grievances, and began secretly negotiating with the British in 1779. His plan to surrender the American fort at West Point to the British was exposed, and he fled to British protection, only to return later, leading British troops against the soldiers he once fought beside. Arnold has since been remembered as a notorious traitor in American history. The quest for Earth serves as a central theme in the series, imbuing it with a sense of hope and purpose. Earth, depicted as a long-lost paradise and a salvation of humanity, aligns with myths of a promised land, such as Canaan. As the Galactica and its fleet traverse the cosmos, facing adversities and encountering different planets, the search for Earth becomes not just a physical journey, but a spiritual and existential one. This quest ties into the broader human yearning for a better future, and the search for meaning beyond the confines of the mundane world. It resonates with mythological motifs, where the ultimate goal is not just a physical destination, but a transformation of the self. Battlestar Galactica weaves together an array of mythological and cultural references to enrich its narrative tapestry. The Lords of Kobol, revered as deities by the colonials, draw inspiration from Greek mythology's pantheon of gods. They also echo the legend of Atlantis, where archetypes of human culture supposedly escape the destruction. There is also an echo of Eric Van Dyneken's Chariots of the Gods, a huge influence on Battlestar Galactica, in which alien visitors seeded the great ancient civilizations of Earth. Moreover, the series incorporates elements from diverse cultures, such as Egypt and Rome, in its naming conventions, iconography, and lore. These intertextual references deepen the show's mythological resonance and create a multi-layered imagined world. Let's examine a few of them. Iblis. Islam recognizes Iblis, also known as Shaitan or Satan, as a figure who was a jinn before he rebelled against Allah, God, by refusing to bow down to Adam, the first human. In Islam, Iblis is portrayed as a tempter and deceiver, responsible for misleading humans and causing them to commit sins. Muslims believe that Iblis was eventually cast out of paradise and given respite until the Day of Judgment, when he and his followers will be punished eternally in hellfire. The story of Iblis serves as a reminder to Muslims of the ongoing struggle between good and evil and the importance of resisting temptation and satanic influence. In Battlestar Galactica, Count Iblis is a mysterious and enigmatic character who initially appears as a savior to the remnants of humanity fleeing from the Cylon robots. He claims to have the power to help them find a new home and protect them from their enemies. However, it is soon revealed that Count Iblis is actually an evil entity representing temptation and deception. His true identity is later revealed to be Lucifer, and his goal is to lead humanity away from the spiritual beliefs and tempt them with false promises and power. Ultimately, Count Iblis serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of blindly following charismatic leaders and the importance of remaining vigilant against deception and manipulation. Apollo. Apollo is one of the most prominent and important figures in Greek mythology, known for his role as the god of light, music, poetry, prophecy, and medicine. He is the son of Zeus, the king of the gods, and Leto, a titaness. Apollo was born on the island of Delos and was known for his beauty, strength, and wisdom. As the god of light, Apollo was associated with the sun, and his chariot was said to bring light across the sky each day. He was also revered as a healer, with his temple at Delphi serving as a center for prophecy and oracles. The Pythian Games, a precursor to the modern Olympic Games, were held in his honor. Apollo's many adventures and exploits in Greek mythology include slaying the Python, a monstrous serpent that guarded the oracle at Delphi. In Battlestar Galactica, Apollo, portrayed by Richard Hatch, is a courageous and principled colonial warrior. His unwavering commitment to justice and his crew make him a respected and admired figure. Apollo's strong moral compass and his ability to inspire others are defining traits of his character. Like the mythological character he is named after, Apollo is the son of an imposing patriarch, Adama, a warrior, and through his compassion and kindness, a healer. Apollo fulfills the heroic archetype, and, like the Greek Apollo, gains renown for battling monsters in the form of Cylons. Athena. Athena, the goddess of wisdom, courage, inspiration, civilization, law and justice, strategic warfare, strength, and skill, is one of the most important figures in Greek mythology. She is the daughter of Zeus, the king of the gods, and the titaness Metis. Athena is often depicted wearing a helmet and carrying a shield, known as the Aegis, embroidered with the head of the Gorgon Medusa. She is also associated with the owl, which serves as her symbol of wisdom. As the goddess of wisdom, Athena is known for her strategic thinking, intelligence, and her ability to inspire creativity and innovation in those around her. Athena's many adventures and exploits in Greek mythology include her competition with Poseidon to become the patron god of Athens, which she won by offering the city the gift of the olive tree. She is also known for her role in the Trojan War, where she supported the Greeks and helped Odysseus devise the strategy of the Trojan horse. Her wisdom and strategic prowess made her a valuable ally to many heroes in Greek mythology, and her legacy continues to inspire and influence our understanding of wisdom, justice, and the arts. Athena in Battlestar Galactica, portrayed by Maren Jensen, is a strong and skilled female officer. Like Apollo, her brother, the Zeus-like Adama, is her father. Athena's intelligence and her ability to remain calm under pressure make her a valuable asset to the crew. Like her mythological namesake, Athena is beautiful, brave, and a peacemaker, but is also capable of deep emotion and passion. The original series also grapples with profound questions of morality, free will, and redemption. The Cylons, despite being machines, exhibit human-like traits and wrestle with existential dilemmas. For instance, they do not always blindly obey orders, and sometimes question the strategies they are given to carry out. This exploration of the autonomy of artificial intelligence is reminiscent of the novel Frankenstein, where the monster's creator is confronted by his own creation. Glenn Larson made no secret of his devout Mormon faith. If you have read the Book of Mormon, you can find numerous parallels between Larson's fiction and the Church of Latter-day Saints' scriptures and doctrines. I am not a Mormon, although I have read their literature. Apologies if I get anything wrong, I'm sure you'll correct me in the comments. Let's take a look at a few parallels. Exodus and migration. At the heart of both Battlestar Galactica and the Book of Mormon lies a tale of exodus and migration. The series' premise follows the last remnants of humanity as they flee their annihilated colonies in search of the mythical planet Earth. Similarly, the Book of Mormon recounts the journey of Lehi's family, who leave Jerusalem to escape the impending destruction and eventually arrive in the promised land of the Americas. Both narratives mirror the age-old human narrative of searching for a better future, often through treacherous and uncertain journeys. Leadership and divine guidance. A key thematic similarity emerges in the protagonist's role as leaders and divinely guided figures. Commander Adama, stalwart commander of the Galactica, bears remarkable resemblance to the Prophet Mormon in the Book of Mormon. Adama's wisdom, integrity, and commitment to safeguarding the remnants of humanity finds echoes in Mormon's guidance and leadership over the Nephite people. This parallel draws attention to the archetypal hero figure, one who shoulders immense responsibility for the survival and prosperity of his people. Both Adama and Mormon are prominent leaders. Adama commands the Battlestar Galactica spaceship and leads the last remnants of humanity while being pursued by Cylons, who seek to wipe humanity out forever. Mormon leads the last of the Nephites against the Lamanites, who are also on a mission of complete genocide. Adama and Mormon both have a strong belief in a higher power. Here, Larson's faith is unmistakable. God and faith are mentioned in almost every episode. Even the worldly wise Starbuck is a believer. The relationship between Mormon and his son Moroni is mirrored in that of Adama and Apollo. Both fathers have raised their sons to be upright, paragons of virtue, and both groom their sons to be leaders in the future. Both Moroni and Apollo are warriors. Apollo is a Viper pilot and a commander of colonial warriors. Moroni served under his father, a commander of 23 groups of about 10,000 Nephites each. Adama strives to keep the remnants of humanity's history and culture alive, while Mormon's people are tasked with preserving the last of the Nephites and their Christian religion. Despite the challenges they face, Adama and Mormon both exhibit a strong sense of hope and determination to reach their goals, inspiring their followers to persevere in the face of adversity. Most importantly, both Adama and Mormon put their faith in a higher power. Adama and Adam. Mormon doctrine views Adam as the first man, the patriarch of the human family, and a righteous figure who played a crucial role in God's plan for the salvation of humanity. His choice to partake of the forbidden fruit in the Garden of Eden was a necessary step in allowing for the possibility of spiritual growth, progression, and the eventual opportunity for all of God's children to return to His presence. This is a stark contrast to traditional Christian belief, and the naming of a patriarchal hero, Adama, after Adam, may be an echo of Larson's Mormon faith. Central to both narratives is the theme of cultural identity and adaptation. As the human survivors in Battlestar Galactica navigate their exodus, they grapple with preserving their cultural heritage while adapting to new environments. This resonates with the Book of Mormon's depiction of Nephites, who similarly strive to maintain their cultural heritage amidst changes brought about by migration from the Near East to the Americas. Apollo also bears a striking resemblance to Nephi from the Book of Mormon. Nephi is a central figure in the Book of Mormon. He is the son of Lehi, the prophet who was commanded by God to leave Jerusalem before its destruction. Nephi is portrayed as a devoted follower of God and a righteous leader. Throughout the Book of Mormon, Nephi is depicted as a strong leader and a righteous example for his people. He faced numerous challenges and conflicts. Apollo is also the son of a prophet and patriarch. Apollo is a truth-teller who stands up to corruption and tries to influence others, such as his best friend Starbuck, to pursue righteousness. The traitor Baltar in Battlestar Galactica bears semblance to Korihor from the Book of Mormon. Both characters challenge established beliefs and often serve as cautionary tales against pride and skepticism. Korihor travels throughout the land, spreading his false beliefs and challenging the faith of the people. He argues that there is no such thing as sin, no need for repentance, and that human beings are capable of determining right from wrong without divine guidance. Baltar is a very similar character. He is a traitor and a cynic. His words are dangerously influential. He convinces the Quorum of the 12 to sign a peace accord with the Cylons, who use the opportunity to attack the human colonies. Every time Baltar speaks, he lies. Both characters are irredeemable and stand in stark contrast to their heroic counterparts, men of compassion and faith. Sealing. According to the doctrine of sealing, when a husband and wife are married in a Mormon temple, their marriage is not just for this life, but it is also sealed for all eternity. This means that if they are faithful to their covenants and remain worthy, they will be able to continue their relationship and live together as a family in eternity. The only religious ceremony we witness in the original Battlestar Galactica is the wedding of Apollo and Serena. The ritual is referred to as a sealing. The Quorum of the 12. The Quorum of the 12 Apostles is a governing body within the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, consisting of 12 high-ranking leaders who are called to serve as special witnesses of Jesus Christ and to help direct the affairs of the Church. In Battlestar Galactica, the Quorum of the 12 is a governing body representing the 12 human colonies. The council is composed of one representative from each colony, who convene to discuss matters of importance, make decisions, and advise the fleet's military leadership. The quorum is responsible for maintaining unity and making strategic choices for the survival of the human race. The council's decisions are often influenced by the conflicting interests of the different colonies, leading to debates and compromises. Kolob. Planet Kolob is a concept found in the Latter-day Saint scripture, the Book of Abraham, a part of the Pearl of Great Price, and is considered to be the dwelling place of God and the location of the highest degree of glory in the celestial kingdom. According to LDS teachings, Kolob is the closest celestial body to the throne of God and is said to be the place where the Father of Jesus resides. It is believed to be a planet of great power and significance, serving as a center of creation and a source of light and truth for all the universe. While the specifics of Planet Kolob are not fully known or understood, it is seen as a symbol of the highest aspirations of LDS theology and the ultimate goal of spiritual progression for those who follow the teachings of the Church. In the 1978 Battlestar Galactica, Kobol is an ancient planet that serves as the birthplace of the human race. It is the origin location of the fabled 13th tribe, which left Kobol and settled on Earth, while the other 12 tribes remained behind on the 12 colony planets. Kobol is considered to be a sacred place, as it is said to be the dwelling place of the Lords of Kobol, who were the spiritual leaders and founders of the human race. Just like Kolob, Kobol serves as a symbol of human origins and the quest for spiritual enlightenment in the original Galactica series, and its discovery and exploration are key plot points in the show's narrative. Tribunal. In the Mormon religion, a church tribunal is a disciplinary council that is convened to address serious transgressions or offenses committed by members of the church. A tribunal is typically composed of 3 church leaders. In the episode Murder on the Rising Star, Starbuck is accused of a crime and made to stand trial before a tribunal, the only legal proceeding portrayed in the original series. The tribunal has 3 judges, just like the Mormon tribunal. This brief essay only scratches the surface of the historical, mythological, and religious elements woven throughout the original Battlestar Galactica. Far from being the inferior precursor to a different series, or a pale imitation of Star Wars, Battlestar Galactica was a rich and compelling space opera with a unique identity all its own.